I was like, Terry, well, do you ever want to sell this? And he finally, like 2 years ago, he's like, hey, I'm going to sell this. I have a good friend of mine, he neighbor, good friend, known him for probably 20 years. His name's Terry. He owned a business that he bought. So he flips houses, he's got rentals and all that, and he does roofing, and he's, it's kind of sounds like you. I mean, he's just, he's capitalizing on opportunities that come his way, and he's a business guy, and he can make sense out of it. He happened to what was the deal? He was flipping a house, and he happened to call a guy that had some cheap dumpsters, and they were like 10 yarders, 12 yarders. They're smaller, right? Mm-hmm. And had the guy come out, and the guy's like, yeah, I don't know. And Terry was asking him questions. He's like, how'd you get started in this? What was the deal? And the guy's like, actually it's kind of just getting in the way. I think he was like moving out of town or something. And he's like, actually, I'm kind of kicking around selling it. Terry's like, what would you sell it for? How many containers do you have, et cetera? I want to say he had 20. He had about 20 boxes. You call them bins? Is that what you
call them?
Cans.
Really? Yeah.
Cans. So Terry ended up buying that business, the whole thing. It was called It's Got to Go. Mm-hmm. That's what it was called. He bought the whole business for $40K. And it came with a truck and 20 dumpsters, and that was about it.
Okay.
He ended up growing that, and like Terry ended up hiring like a full-time welder to do basically like repair work and fabricate new cans and all that. And he grew it to like, he had 40-yard dumpsters, and then he got contracts for doing the flood cleanups and all that stuff. Before long, he had like multiple trucks and drivers, and he's managing this whole business. And like he gave his wife, he called it the bat phone. He's like, here, take the bat phone. She was the dispatcher. Yeah. And he's paying her, out of the family budget, he's paying her like $40K to answer the phone and schedule stuff. And I ended up, I was like super interested in that because I'm tired of paying all these dumpster fees all the time, right? I'm like, God, there's $400 here, $300 there. And then I was like, Terry, well, do you ever want to sell this? And he finally, like 2 years ago, he's like, hey, I'm going to sell this. Are you interested? And I'm like, what are the numbers? And then it was like $2 million is what he wanted for it. And, but I mean, the numbers proved it out. I think he ended up selling it for 1.5, but he like made a boatload of money on that business. And he was talking about buying a landfill and like all this stuff. Like he was going to go like all in on it and just, but then he was just like, you know what? I just want to kind of like chill out and go boating.
Yeah.
But that's so cool, man. Not a lot of people end up, mentioning on the side that they make 150K off of a business.
Yeah. Like, it's been
you need to give yourself a reality check here once in a while, man. Like this is pretty impressive what you're describing.
How much time are you putting into this?